Today I promised to talk about FamilySearch Indexing, and hopefully this will give you a better idea of what is involved. Probably the two most important aspects of indexing are knowing your way around the app and learning the rules for the batch that you download. Let's start off by giving you the web address that I'm recommending today, and I'll pause here for a few seconds while you write it down. And for those of you who will be concentrating on indexing rather than family history research, you'll find this page to be well worth reviewing and returning to multiple times. As you can see, if you have not installed the app, the link to do so is right at the top of the page. But what I was really wanting to show you is lower down in the section on indexing basics. There are two that you'll find particularly useful. The first one, the quick start video, is fairly basic, as you may expect, at only 5.5 minutes. But if you have more time, I would particularly recommend the indexing tutorial, the one underneath. I particularly like the interactive guided practice starting on page 15. Here is the start of it. There are several ways of getting round, but if we click start, you can jump to different aspects. But for now, let me quickly show you what is involved. As you can see, the basic way to get around is back and next. So this, I know I'm rushing through this, but this does explain how you're getting the information that you're going to be indexing and how indexing works with two people indexing the same batch and then comparing. The thing that I was particularly interested in, though, is this one on page 15. Here we have a guided practice. It gives you a chance to familiarize yourself with how the program works without actively working on a batch. Let's look at the first few screens to see what this looks like. All you have to do is to follow the prompts or cues in the blue boxes. In each case, the place you need to click is highlighted with a red box. So click begin indexing, which is not necessary when you're using the app, of course. Then we're signing in. Here's the tip, and you can choose not to have the tip, but it's a good idea. As you can see, you are being guided through the entire process, and it'll be very, very similar to what you will have to do for yourselves. The indexing tutorial also presents you with situations and explains how to deal with each one. There are some questions to check your understanding, but don't worry or panic about those. It's not like it's a pass-fail, and if you get something wrong, it explains exactly what it is that the correct answer is and why. I would particularly stress the importance of reading the project instructions, that's the project information for the batch, even before you try to view the images. I cannot stress too much that you do not guess what needs to be done. In preparation for this class, I downloaded what I thought would be an easy batch because it was 1 point per name. but there were some peculiarities in the instructions. Most of the images needed to be marked as having no extractable data, even though there was plenty of readable information. As a result, because I did not read the instructions first, I made it much more difficult for myself than was necessary, and as a result I wasted a lot of time correcting my mistakes. As I mentioned earlier, if you are going to be concentrating on indexing rather than family history research, I definitely recommend that you bookmark or add this to your favorites so that you can refer to it whenever you need to.